Hello and welcome to this video in the series of videos of how you as a judge or court staff can navigate through the platform for the 24/7 on courts. In this particular video, the module of calendar management, scheduling and rescheduling will be covered. Hence, what you will see here is 1. How you can see the next hearing in a particular case. 2. How you can schedule a hearing in a particular case. 3. How you can navigate across your calendar and view your cases in a slot. 4. How you can reschedule hearings. 5. How you can review the rescheduling requests that have been raised by advocates in the case and choose to accept or reject them. And lastly, how you can finalize the hearing date in case you had chosen to accept a rescheduling request by considering the preferences of all parties. Now, in order to begin the first task, we will see how you can look at the next hearing in a particular case. To do this, we begin at the home screen of the judge. This can also be accessed via the home screen of the officer of the court, that is, the bench clerk or the courtroom manager. In order to see the next hearing in a case, from all of your cases, select any particular case. Then, in any particular case, you will have to land by default on the overview page. On the overview page, you will be able to see the next hearing in this particular case. Further, you can also see the next hearing in this particular case on the Hearings tab. You can also see all of the past hearings in the case along with their details. The next task is that of how to schedule a hearing. The scheduling of a hearing will happen either at the admission stage as covered in the module for admission, or it will happen while you are already inside a hearing. This is the within a hearing view, which will be discussed in detail during the module for hearing management. In the within a hearing view, at the end of a hearing, you can record the summary of proceedings on that day. Once the transcript or summary of the hearing has been recorded, then you can choose to end the hearing. As you end the hearing, note that the summary will be confirmed and you will be able to set the next hearing date. Click on the Set Next Hearing Date button to do the same. As you click it, you will be shown options for the next hearing date. You can select any of the displayed options, which will be the 5 closest hearing dates, or you can also select a custom hearing date. You can choose to select this hearing on any of the dates. If you select a custom date, click on Confirm to proceed. Once the date has been selected, you can click on Generate Order. This will then take you to the order screen for scheduling the next hearing. Input the purpose of hearing for the next hearing. The hearing date will be autofilled based on your choice, and also the parties that are required for the hearing. The transcript will once again be autofilled and you will be able to review the order. By adding your signature by clicking on the Add Signature button, you will be able to either e-sign or upload your signature on the document, post which you will be able to publish this order. Once you have uploaded your signature, your status of the signature will update to signed and you will be able to successfully issue this order. The order ID for the same will also be available. With that, we have completed the task of how you can schedule a hearing. We have also covered how within that you can select a custom hearing date for the next hearing. The next task is that of how to reschedule a hearing. In order to reschedule a hearing, from your home screen under the Your Cases section, you can navigate a particular case in which the hearing is to be rescheduled. For example, I'm selecting this particular case. To see the hearings in that case, navigate to the Hearings tab. On the Hearings tab, you will be able to see the hearings in that case. Then, against the hearing that is to be rescheduled, you will be able to see the Actions tab. Under the Actions tab, click on the triple dot icon and you will see the option to reschedule hearing. Click on the same and the order for initiating a rescheduling will be generated. Input the reason for which the case is being rescheduled. Add any other further comments if required and then click on the Review Order button to see a PDF preview of the order. Note that by clicking on the Add Signature button, you can complete the process of signing and publishing the order to reschedule the hearing. It is also possible to bulk reschedule all hearings on a particular slot. To do this, we once again start at the home screen of the judge. Through the hearing panel, which has the hearings for today, there will be the button for View Hearings, which can be clicked to navigate to the calendar. Click on this button and open a particular slot. Note that at the bottom of the slot, there will be a button to reschedule all hearings. Click on this button and input the reason for rescheduling. For example, here it is court closed. On this particular slot, there are 11 hearings rescheduled, which will all be moved to a different date if this order is generated. Click on the Generate Order button in order to complete this process by signing and publishing. The next task in this particular module is how you can navigate across your calendar and view your cases in a particular slot. In order to navigate across your calendar from your home screen in the top left panel, refer to the hearings that are scheduled on a particular day, that is today. Then click on the View Hearings button to see your calendar. The default view of your calendar will be the view of the month. You can also click on the button for week to view your hearings for that particular week, or of the day to view the hearings of the particular day. There will be on the right hand side an option to download the cause list for the day by saving it to your device, and also to see all of the cases wherein there are pending tasks. Then, in order to view the hearings in a particular slot, click on that slot. Note that a table view of all of the hearings in that slot will appear. You will be able to sort these hearings to view those that were scheduled last or those that were scheduled first on top. You will also be able to filter these cases in order to see only those cases at a particular stage in this slot or search for a particular case name or ID that is scheduled in this slot. The details of all of the cases scheduled for this slot, along with the stage at which they are at the case type, will be displayed. With that, we have also covered the task of how you can navigate across your calendar and view your cases in a particular slot. The last set of tasks in this module relate to how you can review a rescheduling request raised by an advocate and also finalize a hearing date. In order to see how this can be done, we will come back to the home screen and this time to the Your Task panel. Under the Your Task panel, filter the task type to see voluntary submission. Here, under Review Document Submission, in particular cases, the application that is to be reviewed will be for reschedule request. For example, in this particular pending task, the application type is of a reschedule request which has been raised on 12th of November. You can then choose whether to reject or approve this rescheduling request. In case you choose to reject, you will then have to generate the rejection order and confirm this action by clicking on this button. Then, the order type, that is order for rejection of reschedule request, will be auto-created along with a reference to the reschedule application and the date on which the case was originally supposed to be heard. You can add under comments the reason for rejecting the rescheduling request. Once all of this information has been filled, you can then click on the Review Order button to preview the order to reject the rescheduling request. If satisfied, you can then click on the Add Signature button to complete the flow in order to sign and publish this order. Note that you could have also chosen to approve this rescheduling request, in which case you would have clicked on the Approve button. Then, after clicking on the Approve button, you would have confirmed your action by clicking on Generate Order for acceptance. This would have initiated an order type for order of initiating the rescheduling of hearing date, with the application for rescheduling and the original hearing date being referenced. You would then have to input the reason for which you are accepting the rescheduling request. Once these details has been provided, you can review the order. Post clicking on review order, you will be able to preview this order and then initiate the process for signing and publishing it. With that, we come to the final task of if in the case of a rescheduling request that has been approved, the parties have shared their preferences for the next hearing date, how you can confirm the next hearing date. For this, you will have to look under all other tasks in order to issue an order for the final hearing date. You can scroll in order to see a task for create order for rescheduling of hearing. Click on this pending task. You will then be able to see that of the dates on which the case was to be scheduled, what are the dates that are open for all parties for this rescheduling. From the dates open, select the final hearing date and then click on the Generate Order button to proceed. This will then navigate to an order screen with the order type as order for assigning date to rescheduled hearing auto-populated along with the new hearing date that had been selected. Clicking on the Review Order button will then enable you to view a PDF preview of this order and then sign and publish it. This is exactly as was seen in previous orders in this video. With that, we come to the end of the video on calendar management, scheduling, and rescheduling, wherein we have seen how you can view the next hearing in a particular case, how you can schedule a hearing at the end of the previous hearing, how you can reschedule a hearing and also bulk reschedule all hearings in a particular slot, how you can navigate across your calendar view and also see all of the cases that are slotted in a particular slot, how you can review a rescheduling request and choose to either accept or reject it, and how post the acceptance of a rescheduling request and once both the advocates have submitted their preferences for the next hearing date, you can finalize the next hearing date. Thank you.